Share, or Sharing Health and Recovery Experiences, is a project which highlights 5 personal stories of living with a mental illness. This is the Share group. They've been presenting in schools, sharing their stories, experiences and journeys in dramatic and creative ways. When presenting in schools, students are asked what words come to mind when describing a person with a mental illness. Here are some of these words. They might be words that you have heard or thought of.
It's hard to explain what it's like. It's hard to think about things clearly. Sometimes my thoughts and feelings are mixed up and confused. It's hard to stay on track and focus. Sometimes it seems like I don't care or I'm not listening. Sometimes I don't care, but other times I'm just trying to feel better. Hi, my name's Harley. I hear voices, and I have schizophrenia, but I'm just like everyone else. The voices are mostly young people, and this means that sometimes I have trouble respecting other young people. It's easy to respect older people, especially positive older people in my life. What I'm hearing affects how I feel about myself, and this can make me have mood swings. Paranoia makes me feel insecure, unsure of how others see me. Worried that people don't like me and are talking about me. Sometimes I feel like I have a split personality. I'm a different person around different people. I try to distract myself. Try not to think about what I'm hearing and seeing. Block out the voices with like a sort of meditation. Focusing on song lyrics can help distract me from the voices.
It's time for me to go inside. I'll say goodnight to you.
I try to tell myself I'm good at things, and hopefully this will build up my confidence, and the voices might get better by thinking positively. I'm confident on the outside, but broken down on the inside. Working with a Share group gives me the confidence on the outside, and the confidence and self-esteem I need on the inside. I can fix anything with cars and electronics, but it's harder to fix the way I think, because I have a mental illness, but I'm trying to work it out.
Schizophrenia is a psychotic illness which affects a person's brain and causes them to lose touch with reality. Schizophrenia mostly affects teenagers and young adults. People who have schizophrenia may experience hallucinations, paranoia, and delusions. Hallucinations will make a person see things, hear things, and feel things that aren't real. In Harley's story, he talks about hearing voices and trying to distract them by listening to music. Harley also talks about feeling insecure and unsure of how others see him, that they don't like him and are talking about him. This is known as paranoia and can cause a person to isolate themselves and not want to be around other people. For some people, the paranoia may become so great that it causes them to experience delusions, which are a false belief that seem to be very real to the person experiencing it.
I'm an active member of the community, a sister, a friend, a student, community member, musician, voluntary worker, and I have a mental illness. I suffer from schizoaffective disorder and obsessive compulsive disorder. My obsession is counting. Things have to be even numbers. Example, counting angles on my coffee table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. But if the angles reach an odd number, it drives me mad and I have to keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another example is words in a sentence. If the words in a sentence reach an even number, that's okay. But if the words reach an odd number, then I have to count the full stop or the comma to make it even. Oh, full stop! I do this counting over and over and over and over. Stop! With medication I can say stop and walk away. But it doesn't mean I won't go back to counting. The schizoaffective disorder is like bipolar mood swings and schizophrenic psychosis. When I'm on a high, everything is great, everything is wonderful, nothing is a problem. Sleep 3 to 4 hours a night if I'm lucky, and I have been known to ring people at 5 a.m. expecting them to be up as well. The downside is that fighting suicide is a hard battle. Normal people walk like this, but I walk like this, or like this. Psychosis affects me in a way where I feel really afraid. I see people getting their throats cut and blood spurting out. All the gory details of a head coming off a body. Medication and counselling play a big part of me staying well. But when I'm down, staying well does not always happen. Things that keeps me going though is my family. I have 3 sisters, 4 nieces and 5 nephews. They all play a big part in my life. I don't want to hurt them, so I think of them when I'm down. They put meaning in my life. When I wanted to take an overdose, I didn't care about anyone. But now I realise just how devastating it would be for my family if I took my own life. I have hopes and dreams for the future, just like everyone else. At the moment I'm studying community welfare and plan to work with young people with mental illness. I'm an active member of the community, involved in consumer participation meetings and the SHARE project. All of these activities keep my mind active and help me support the wider community. Thank you.
Bipolar mood disorder can be characterised as mania and depression. For people who are manic, they may be highly energised, and like Josephine's story, may not require a lot of sleep. For some people who are manic, they may actually think that they're an important figure, like a religious figure like Jesus or somebody famous. For some people with mania, they may not foresee the consequences of their behaviour and spend money on things that they don't really need. And this might last for a few months. And then this person may become quite depressed. They may have bouts of crying, lack energy, and not want to be involved in activities. Bipolar disorder can be caused by genetics, stress, or illicit drugs such as ecstasy.